Hello viewers, welcome to Tradabulls. So finally Nifty holds 25,000 mark after a huge volatility. So today Nifty created more than 200 points range, but it didn't break 25,000 mark. So majorly with the Q2 results of Reliance impact, Nifty was created with huge volatility. So though it was broken 25,200 mark, so finally it's almost all reached till 25,000. So here from last 7 sessions, Reliance was created similar kind of lows, but today it's 8th session. There was a breakout towards downside and Reliance more than 2% fall and somewhat another 2 to 3% we may expect further downside. And banks and IT both closed on a flat note, though it was huge higher opening. So finally both IT and banks were closed on flat note. So coming to major data points. So as per candlestick view, Fibonacci retracement levels. So Nifty, it was touched 138.2% of yesterday's range, and all the way it was fallen down till 0% of yesterday's range, that is yesterday's low. So first the opening was more than above that 25,180 level, and from there it went till 25,212 level, and within first 1.5 hour, so by 10:30 it was reached yesterday's low. So entire day from 10:30 to till 3:30 market was traded within the same zone, about 50-60 points zone, and finally it didn't touch 25,000 mark and closed above 25,050 mark. And as per weekly data, 61.8% of last week's range was taken as huge support, and 23.6% of last month's range, that is 25,113. So yesterday it was closed above that level, 25,113, but today it didn't close above that level. So as long as it holds 25,000 mark, we may expect till 25,500, which is 50% of latest swings, 50% range. And coming to major data points, so 25,113 was yesterday's important level. So today it was closed below that level. So the next probable numbers are indicating either 24,753 if it is towards downside, or if it is towards upside, that is 25,335. So either 25,753 or 24,753 or 25,335 are the next probable numbers. And as per weekly support and resistance, so weekly resistance is indicating somewhere 25,234 to 25,297, and today's high was 25,212, close to that weekly's resistance. And Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty also as per candlestick view, so Bank Nifty was created huge consolidation in between 123.6 to 78.6% of yesterday's range, and entire day it holds last week's high. So last week's high was 51,785. So entire day it holds last week's high, and 38.2% of last month's range is indicating 51,934. So today's settlement price, it's close to that level, 51,900 level. So still another 500 to 600 points up move we can expect on Bank Nifty. Coming to IT, so IT also, it is almost all touched 43,300 mark. So from 43,300 to 42,600 mark. So huge profit booking, and after that it went to strong consolidation. So entire day it holds 78.6% of last week's range, and at the same time the same level which is indicating 50% of last month's range. So IT has taken clear support at 78.6% of last week's range as well as 50% of last month's range. So both banks and IT, yesterday trend got changed. So short-term trend got positive, and so today also it's continued, and further days also we can expect some positive trend on both Bank Nifty and IT. So Nifty didn't change the trend, both short term as well as mid term, both are indicating downside. So because of Reliance, Nifty's trend didn't change. And coming to major indices, so sentiment wise, so Nifty 31 out of 50 were closed on negative side and 19 out of 50 were closed on positive side. So majorly Reliance was more than 50 points negative side contributor among out of 156 points negative side. And after that, no much companies towards downside contributors. Bajaj Finance 12 points, Bajaj Auto 7 points negative side contribution. ICICI Bank around 40 points positive side contribution, and after that Bharati Airtel around 11 points. So except these two, remaining all are created, no much bigger contributions. So coming to weekly data, last 2 days data, so 23 out of 50 were negative side contributors and 27 out of 50 were positive side contributors. Majorly Reliance and Bajaj Finance, the major downside contributors. And positive side, both banking leaders, HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank, both were created more than, each created more than 50 points contribution. So today is 15th October, so half of the month is over, and 41 out of 50 are still in negative side from Nifty, and 9 out of 50 are indicating positive side. So majorly Reliance contributed more than 220 points out of 750 points, more than 220 points. So almost all 1/3 negative contribution has come from only Reliance. So after that, HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, more than 50 to 70, 80 points contribution on negative side. Here, positive side, except Infosys, no much positive contributions. So Infosys, Divis Lab, SBI, positive contributors. So Infi was created more than 62 points positive side contribution. So banks, so Bank Nifty, as per daily data, except ICICI Bank and Federal Bank, all remaining banks were created negative side contribution. Whereas weekly data, except Axis Bank and Bandhan Bank, remaining all are doing good as per weekly's data. And monthly data, so more than 2% fall has created from last 15 days, and 9 out of 12 were closed on negative side and 3 out of 12 were closed on positive side. Except Kotak, SBI, Federal Bank, remaining banks are indicated clearly contributing negative side. HDFC Bank majorly around 400 points negative side contribution. Coming to IT, so IT, today HCL Tech, Coforge created positive side, Wipro and TCS on negative side contribution. And as per weekly data, still TCS not yet recovered, still 80 points negative side contribution as per weekly data. And monthly data, so majorly TCS was created a bigger impact, remaining all are very nominal negative side contributions. And positive side also, Infosys was created more than 500 points positive side contribution, whereas TCS was contributed around 367 points on negative side contribution. So coming to top 10s, Nifty, major indices top 10s. So here intraday Nifty was indicating 4 out of 10 neutral and 6 out of 10 positive and 7 out of 10 are in negative. So weekly trend is expecting somewhat technical bounce, whereas monthly it is still indicating downside. Coming to banks, so banks out of 10, 6 out of 10 on intraday it was closed on neutral, 5 out of 10 intraday it was closed on neutral, 7 out of 10 are indicating somewhat negative side. So as per weekly data and monthly data, we may expect some technical bounce here, but overall strength still it is indicating downward momentum. So IT somewhat positivity was indicating, so both weekly, monthly data, both are indicating good positive momentum on IT. So coming to heat maps, so today's price action, BPCL and ICICI Bank both closed 2 to 2.5% positive side, whereas HDFC Life, Bajaj Auto and Wipro was down by 3 to 3.5%. And as per weekly data, last 2 days data, BPCL, ICICI Bank, positive side contribution, whereas Bajaj Finance, Tata Steel and ONGC, Bajaj Auto, so more than 3% to 4% negative side contribution. So coming to indices, so today IT Nifty was down by around 0.33%, Nifty 50 was down by around 0.28%, mid cap was up by around 0.41% and Bank Nifty was up by 0.17%. So almost all flat closing, whereas last 2 days data, Bank Nifty was up by 1.43%, mid cap was up by 1.33%, Fin Nifty was up by more than 1%, IT was around 1% up, Nifty was around 0.37% up, and the next 50 was 0.64% up. So last 15 days data, IT was indicated close to 2% up. So remaining all are showcasing somewhat weakness. So Nifty as of today, from last month close to till date, it was roughly 3% down. So coming to heat maps previous range percentage, it is indicating that how many counters were closed on previous time frames, high, above or low, below. So daily 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counters out of 50 were closed yesterday's high above. So ICICI Bank, BPCL, Britannia, and few counters were closed below as per yesterday's lows data. So Maruti, Divis Lab, Eicher Motors. So majorly Bajaj Auto, Reliance, Bajaj Finance, majorly towards downside. So even indices also, last 2 days data, mid cap select was closed above last week's high, and Bank Nifty was closed above last week's high, and Fin Nifty was closed above last week's high. Next 50 and IT Nifty very close to last week high. So Nifty 50 is clearly indicating somewhat weakness, but last 2 days data, it is indicating some positive momentum. So only Reliance, so Reliance is the major heavyweight on Nifty. So that's why clearly the downside or the consolidation momentum, it was based because of Reliance only. So Nifty still it is under downside as per both short-term trend and mid-term trend. So only long-term trend was indicating positive side. So if there is any trend change, so it should cross today's high. So today's high was somewhere 25,200 mark. So tomorrow if it closes above that level, then only we may expect something short-term trend may be changed. So that's all about today's analysis. So we may expect some technical bounce as long as Nifty holds 25,000. So the technical bounce still we may expect till 25,500. So Bank Nifty also, as long as it holds that 51,500 mark, so we may expect till 52,400 level. So that's all about today's analysis. We'll meet on next analysis. Thank you so much.